Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, here we go. So, 3, 2, 1, back to me. So it is Friday. I know it's been a long week. I love you all. We had a good first week. We have a quiz on Tuesday. It will cover all of the fractions that we're doing yesterday, today, and Monday. Notes, homework, the handouts are all able to be used on that quiz. Okay? So, every time that you do a homework assignment and I do a problem on the board, you should copy it down. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay. So, Holly, you said, man, I got 23. How'd you get 23? What'd you do?
I times the 5 times 3.
Okay.
Which got me 15, and then 4 plus 4, which is 8.
Ah.
And I got 23.
Okay. Close. You are close. Maybe I need to have you like sit so that you guys are facing the opposite directions.
No.
So here we go. Here's one way. You ready? I'm going to use 4. Multiplied by 4 is
16.
16. 5 plus 3 is
8.
8. 16 plus 8 is
24.
24. This is how you would show me on a quiz if it's a bonus. Hint, it's gonna be a bonus. This is how you would show me how you got 24. That's one way. Number 2. Let's go 4 minus 3 equals 1. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 6 multiplied by 4 is? That's supposed to be a check mark. It's not looking any better. Okay? Last but not least, we can do 5 minus 3 is 2. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 8 multiplied by 3 is 24. And you might be saying, Miss Rich, what did you use all the numbers? 5, 3. That's 2. 4 in that 2. 8. 8 in that 3.
Oh, I know.
Wait. No. That was wrong. Hold on. That's not right. That's not right. That is not right. Hold on. 5 minus 3 is, hold on. Mr. H, why are you screwing this up? What's the dot? The dot is multiplication. We don't use x's anymore. Okay? So 5 minus 3 is 2. There we go. 2 plus 4. Shoo! 2 plus 4 is 6. Then 6 times 4 is 24. Shoo! And now I've used my numbers. 5 and 3 is 2. 2 and the 4 is 6. 6 and the 4 is 24.
It makes so much sense, but like at the same time.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that. Now, here's why. Okay. So, this is actually where I was going with it. So I'm glad you said that. She said, this makes so much sense once I see it. So I told you guys that I was reading Luke, right? I just finished Luke yesterday. After Jesus was crucified, there's a story later on where 2 of his disciples are walking away from Jerusalem about 7 miles away, and Jesus approaches them. But they don't know it's Jesus. And he asks these 2 men, why are you sad? And they're like, well, haven't you heard what's happened? And Jesus walks with them, but they don't know it's Jesus. Like, he hasn't opened their eyes to the magnificence of God. But he's preaching to them. They say, hey, why don't you stay with us tonight? Come and rest, come and eat. And Jesus says, absolutely. And while they're dining, okay, and if you know anything about ancient times, they're not dining sitting at a table. Like, they're laying back and they're relaxing around this open area. And Jesus showed them the magnificence of himself. And they realized they were in the presence of God. And it happened like this, and then he was gone. Obviously, not the same thing. But it's eye-opening. When you see it, you're like, oh my gosh, why didn't I see this all along? And you're going to be in life, going through life, going, God's plan was working without me ever knowing it. Same idea here. Again, numbers, chaos from order, right? All this chaos, so simple. It just takes that little bit of light bulb to go off. Questions? Okay, so here we go. Now, listen, this is important. I am going to go over these questions. If you miss one, ask so I can do it, okay? So let's do a little review from yesterday. Yesterday, we added and subtracted fractions. Before we do that, you might want to have your notes out. Every fraction is what type of problem? A what? It's a division problem. High five. Woo-hoo. That was horrible. What kind of high? That was like a finger slap. High five. Okay, better. We're gonna keep working on it. There was no noise there. We're gonna keep working on it. Okay. So every fraction is a division problem. We need to have what be the same. Shh. What needs to be the same in order to add and subtract? The denominators, which is which portion of the fraction? The top or the bottom? The bottom. Numerators are in the top, denominators are in the bottom. So when we look at number 1, we have 5/4 minus 3/4. So we're only going to worry about the numerator. 5 minus 3 is 2, which gives me 2/4. Those are both even. 2 and 4 are even, which means they have a divisibility rule. They're divisible by what number, Olivia? What number can we divide 2 and 4 both by? If they're even.
Wait, repeat that.
If we have 2 divided by 4, and they're both even, what number can we divide them by? 2. They're divisible by 2. So if we have even numbers, they're divisible by 2. You like how I did that, right? Yeah, I got you. Okay? So we're going to divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So 2/4 simplifies to 1 divided by 2. 1 over 2. 1 in my numerator, 2 in the denominator. So we're checking our homework. We're not drawing. We need to make sure that we have our homework in front of us, and we're looking at it. Number 2, 3/2 minus 1/2 is 2 divided by 2. Well, again, it's a division problem. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So our answer for number 2 should just be 1. Number 3, we're adding 2/5 plus 4/5. We're adding the 2 and the 4, and we should get 6/5. Number 4, 1/3 minus 1/3 is 0/3. But if I come in and say, look at all my money I have 0/3 of a dollar, you'd be like, what? How much money do I have if I have 0/3? If I have no parts, I've got $0. So 0/3 should be simplified to 0. Number 5, we're going to do this one on the board. Whether you need it or not, we're going to do this one. So it is 6 minus 1/6. Every integer has the denominator. What did we say the denominator was for every integer?
1.
1. So this is really 6 divided by 1 minus 1/6. Are the denominators the same? No. So we need to get the denominators the same. So I write this. When we have the different denominators, we multiply by the opposite denominator. The opposite denominator of 1 is 6. So we multiply. The dots are multiplication. 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. 1 times 6 is 6. The other denominator is 1. Me chasing you. Oh, oh, oh. This is one of my favorite songs. 36/6 minus 1/6 is 35/6. And if you're wondering if I hit all of those notes, I absolutely did. I hit all of them. Your mother would be so impressed. I did. Ain't gonna be. No? Okay. Lead me straight. I can't sing it all, but I love to. Questions on number 5. Number 6. 1/2 minus 1/2 is 0/2. 0/2 is 0. Questions on this? Did anybody miss them? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Go ahead. Get out something to write with. We've got some notes. You do not have a study guide that's going to come with you, so you need to get out your own notes. We're going to take some notes.
Like, you said like yesterday, like it's improper, you don't make it like a mixed.
Correct.
But like, then why did we learn how to do that?
Hey, do you know what your
In certain things. So, okay, so here's the question. If I want them as improper, why do we learn how to do mixed numbers? Well, let's say we're talking about people.
Yeah.
Are you going to say there's 38/3 of a person that went to... No. So you would change that to a mixed number, and it might be if it's 38/3, 3 goes in 12 times. That's 12 2/3 of a person. 12 people were able to go.
Well, what's the 2/3 of a person?
So let's say I have enough money to take, or I have $500, but each ticket costs $73. I have that decimal, I have that leftover fraction, so I can't take an extra person, so I'd have to go down, and that's why I make the mixed number. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's more like, not for math, but like, for like
Okay.
life?
Math is life, but yes.
Well, yeah.
So it would be more for a real world problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hey, this group. I can't hear my music.
Sorry.
That's right. Okay, so we have notes out. What I would also do is, did I give you guys packets yesterday?
No.
Okay, let me give you guys the packets. So this is going to be something good to have for your quiz on Tuesday as well. Hope I have enough. Whoa. Oh, sorry. So what I'd like you to do, I'm going to see, is open this up and flip it open to conversions. Open up one page to conversions.
What's not to do?
So today we are adding and subtracting, but we're going to now be dealing with unlike denominators and mixed numbers. So first off, so this is part of your notes, so you're going to want to copy this down. Here's my first example. 1 1/4. Okay? This is a number, it's numerical. I'm going to show you a picture, a pictorial representation of what this means. My big thing when I go back to fractions is pizza. Everybody's had pizza. Everybody can nom on some pizza. We all love pizza, yeah?
Especially spin.
Spin pizza.
Oh, I've never had it.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, so.
It's really good. It's like by Summit Fair.
With the Shirley Temple.
Yeah, and with like the rosemary flatbread.
Okay.
Very good.
Well, then that's what we're eating. Great.
Yes.
That.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah.
I have one whole pizza that I've eaten.
Okay.
And I have one more slice of a pizza that I've eaten. So 1 1/4. How many slices of pizza did I eat?
4 or 5.
I ate 5. So that's the parts that I ate out of the whole. What's the whole number for each pizza?
For each?
Uh-huh.
4.
4. The total would be 8, but of each pizza there's 4 slices. I ate 5 fourths. So I ate a whole pizza plus one more slice of the other. That's the same thing. All 3 of these are equivalent. They're showing the same value but look very different, right? So how would I get, without this pictorial representation, how could I get this to show this? Well, if you look at that conversion, the first thing we do is we take our whole portion, the 1, and we are going to multiply it. We do 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. Then we add. 4 plus 1 is?
2.
What?
4
4 plus 1?
5.
5, and we keep the denominator of
Okay,
5
wait, that's
fourths.
confusing though, because right here it says that you.
Go the other way. It's the same thing. I'm still multiplying the same 2 things. It doesn't matter which direction I go. So 4 times 1 is still 4. 4 plus 1 is still 5. Okay, I've just been taught to go that way.
Oh, okay.
So let's do another one. What if I have -3 and 3/7? Okay. So here's the thing. Is my fraction negative?
Yes.
So would my answer still be negative?
Yes.
Yes. So I always start by saying, okay, my fraction's negative, my answer is going to be a negative fraction. What will the denominator have to be? What's the denominator going to be?
7.
7. That doesn't change. So now, just to make everybody happy, I'm now going to take and multiply. And we're going to go this direction. I'm going to take 7 multiplied by 3. And I get 21. And then I take 21 and I add it to 3, which is 21 plus 3?
24.
So now I have a fraction that's -24/7. This is changing mixed numbers into improper fractions.
How
Because,
did you get the 24?
okay, so 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. 21 plus the numerator of 3 is 24. Okay? Ready to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 and 7/8 equals. Okay. So you guys do that one on your own. Try that right now. Can you get this into a improper fraction? And we're all sophomores in here, right?
No, I'm a junior.
You're a junior? Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody else is sophomores. So what's my first step? Maris, what's my first step?
Is it multiplying 8 times 5?
Absolutely. Which is what?
40.
Good. Then what?
Then you add 7.
Yeah. Okay, so now, what will Riley, what's my denominator?
47?
Not 47, that's my numerator. What's the denominator gonna be?
8.
8. So when we change a mixed number to an improper fraction, we're not changing the denominator. The denominator stays. And then you said, hey, Mr. H, my numerator is 47. Okay? Everybody with me there? Okay. So, we are going to be adding and subtracting mixed numbers. So let's do this example. We've got -3 1/3 plus 5/7. We're just going to jump into it. Okay. So before we start adding, there's a couple things that we need to do. Do they have the same denominators? No. That's not even question 1 though. Question 1 is, what's up with this? Can we have a mixed number?
Yeah.
No. So what do we need to do? Change it to a,
So it's 1 of 3 over 1 thing.
is this a mixed number?
Oh, I know.
This is what we've been doing. If it's a mixed number, we change it to a
Improper fraction.
improper fraction first. 3 multiplied by 3 is going to give me 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So now I have -10/3. I've changed it to a improper fraction. Did I lose anybody there? Everybody good? Thumbs up? So, if I see a mixed number, I have to change it to an improper fraction. How do I do that? The denominator times the whole portion. That total, that product, I'm adding to the numerator. Okay? Plus 5/7. Well, now I don't have the same denominator, so I'm going to bring them on down. So now I have -10/3, I have 5/7. Remember, we're multiplying by the other denominator. So if I have -10/3, what do I multiply -10/3 by?
7.
By 7. -7 21sts. And what do I multiply 5/7 by?
3.
By 3. The opposite denominator, which is 15 21sts. So really I have -70 21sts plus 15 21sts. Okay, so I've been hearing a lot from these three. What's going to be my denominator? Somebody from over there.
21.
21. Everybody has a calculator. What are we going to add?
70 and 15.
What?
70 and 15.
What?
-70 and 15.
-70 plus 15. There you go. Raise your hand when you have the answer. Go ahead.
-47. Oh, I plugged this with negative.
Good. So you,
Did I do something wrong?
yeah, so you see how you have the answer in there?
Yeah.
So try -70 plus 15 again.
I plugged this right there.
This is negative.
Oh, my bad.
No, not your bad. I'm going to teach you how to use the tool. Okay, wait.
Lord, how did my class?
Okay, what's your question?
How can you get the like -55? Oh no, never mind.
Okay, so -70 plus 15 is -55. There's my answer. Should we do one more?
Yeah.
One more? I don't know what this is. 1, 2, 3. We'll call this example 4. Let's go. 3 1/4. I don't need to put a parenthesis around it. Minus 2 1/3. Okay. I want to give you a little time. In your groups of 3. See if you can do this. Right now it is 12:58. I'll give you until 1 o'clock. Go. So I want to give you time to work on your homework. Also, I've worked with tech. All of the videos should be able to be viewed now. This is just a 3, not a 13, just so you know. Sorry if that was confusing to anybody. Okay, one more minute. You're allowed to talk to each other. You're allowed to ask me if you get real confused. That's it. Before you do anything else, of course you can. You cannot have mixed numbers. So the whole purpose of today's lesson is to get rid of the mixed numbers and just change them to improper fractions. Before you do anything else, you have to go from here to here. So it's 3 and 1/4. What do you need to do to change it to an improper fraction?
3 to 4. Wait.
1 goes into 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, one goes in third.
I got these two. I
Okay,
got
so
12.
12 plus
1.
is what? 13 what? 13 over.
1.
Come on, what's the denominator? Denominator. What? Is it not?
3. Of 4.
Okay, so let's start with just this part, y'all. We cannot have mixed numbers, okay? So I have to multiply the 4 multiplied by the 3 is 12, plus the 1, that's 13, denominator stays the same, minus 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, plus the 1 is 7, denominator stays the same. Can I just subtract them?
No.
Why not?
Because the denominators aren't the same.
Okay, so Riley, you ready? So I have 13/4. I have 7/3. What's the opposite denominator than the 4? What's the other one?
3.
3. So what do I have to multiply 13/4 by?
30.
Both the numerator and denominator. So that gives me 39/12. What do I have to multiply this one by? Riley? By what?
3.
Oh, wait, 4, sorry.
By 4, good. That gives me 28/12. So now, 39/12 minus 28/12. So the 12s are going to be my denominator. 39 minus 28 is 11. Okay, now's the time. What are your questions? Because I see a lot of wide eyes, like where did I lose you? Do we understand how to change the mixed number to an improper
I
fraction?
get that, but I did not get what you just wrote there. I got so
This part?
lost. Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. So let's try this. Okay, so I'm going to erase all this below here. You understand this part, right?
Olivia.
What?
Did you get this part?
Yeah.
Okay. So Olivia, my question to you is, can I just subtract when the denominators are different?
Can you what?
Can I add or subtract when denominators are different?
No.
No. Okay. So what do I have to do in order to get those to be?
Don't you have to like multiply?
Yeah. So I'm going to come off to the side. And I'm going to write both fractions. 13/4, there's a fraction. 7/3, there's a fraction.
Okay.
Okay? So I have to multiply them by something. What do I multiply 13/4 by? So what's the other denominator? The 3. So I'm going to multiply this one by that other denominator,
Okay.
which is what?
13 times 3.
So 13 times 3 and
And
4 times
4 times
3. That's, so 13 times 3 is 39. 4 times 3 is 12.
3. Okay.
Okay? What do I multiply the 7/3 by?
The 3.
Not this 3. So we multiply this one by 3. What's
Is
the,
it 12?
you're gonna so how do I get 12? What do I have to multiply 3 by to get 12? By the other denominator. So you see how these denominators here?
Mhm.
So we're multiplying them by the opposite one. So we multiply this one all by 3, which means we multiply this one all by
4.
4. And that's where I got my 28/12. Okay? So 13/4 is equivalent to 39/12. minus 7/3 is equivalent to 28/12. Okay? So do I have like denominators now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they?
12 and 12.
12. So that stays. Now we can just subtract the numerators. 39 minus 28 is 11. Does that make a little bit more sense now?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
How'd you get, when I got 28 over 12, but how'd you get, like 13 over 14?
13 over 4.
Oh, yeah, 4.
4 times 3 is 12,
Mhm.
plus 1 is
13.
13 divided by the 4. So to get to 39 over here,
But don't you like switch it to like 3 would times 4 and
only when the only when the denominators aren't the same. So you have to change it to an improper fraction first.
yeah, to make them have this.
So right here, all I did was change these to improper fractions.
Yeah.
Then we came over here, I wrote them. So the other denominator, the 4, was the 3. That's why I multiplied by 3. So we're getting a common denominator. Let me see what you did here. Okay, so you did this one, so you had multiplied by 3, 13, good. Okay, so you're just missing this step. So you didn't bring down 13/4 to multiply it by something.
Yeah, and isn't it like if you did 3 for this one, you do 3 for this
Yes,
one?
ma'am. And 13 times 3 is?
This is the first?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so on that same worksheet that you just did for homework, on the same worksheet you just did for homework, you are doing 11 through 27, the odds. 11 through 27, the odds. The odds are 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. I believe it's 9 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, 8, 9. So it is 9 questions, and you have plenty of time. We still have about 15 minutes in class to get started. No, we don't. We have 10 minutes in class to get started. So go ahead, get started, and let me help you.
What problem do we go to?
27. We are doing 11 through 27 odds. So 11 through 27 odds. Yes, ma'am.
Do we only get like grades for like tests or quizzes, or like do we
You
get?
know, every homework assignment is graded. Yes, ma'am.
Can I use one?